Hello, greetings, welcome, Family Showdown Live, Top 10. We're back. It's time.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no. What are you doing?
Dear.
What are you doing?
Oh,
the sound is
dear.
going crazy.
I was like, where's that music coming from?
Oh, my goodness. So, hey, live, Top 10. Two-player games. Yeah! We haven't done this in a while, and it's funny because that's like our shtick. And we're redoing our shtick.
Okay.
We're updating it. It's good times. Hello, welcome all you guys in the chat. It's so awesome to see y'all again. Has spring started in Texas yet? Definitely not.
Yeah, it's 27
Polar
degrees
vortex.
this morning. Fahrenheit. 27 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it was above 0. I've heard about your little polar vortex. Stay warm, peeps. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Burr.
So here we go. So we did this list. Last time we did this list, it was February 19th, 2016.
2016.
It's been almost 3 years since we did this list. I waited so long for a couple reasons. One, we tend to play not two-player only games for the most part.
We try to branch out now and get games that are good at two-player and more counts, so that diversifying, right?
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah. But over time we have acquired a number of two-player only games. So
Good ones too.
So it's time to redo the list. A couple of things. Same caveats I gave the last time. These are games that were designed for two players. Some of them have solo variants, which we don't count. Some of them are, say they're 2 to 4 player, but they're really 2 player, but you like split what you do among 4 people, which is not really, no one plays that way. If you play that way, you're crazy. And lastly, I'm not including games, 2-player games that have expansions that make them 3-player.
Okay. I went ahead to make it a little bit easier on me, included the 2-player only. So those games that say they're 2 or 4 players, I went ahead and eliminated them.
What?
I did.
So our list is broken, is what we're saying.
That is garbage. No, I went... Actually, if anything, my list is very not broken because it's only 2-player games. Boom. That's it. 2-player only. And these games, I picked them because they're games that, as a 2-player game, I find myself wanting to go back to them over and over and playing them again. So...
I just picked my favorite games. They're 2 players.
Okay.
So we may end up with a very different list. And I do, in my hot little hand, have our previous list, so I can compare and contrast.
Ooh, I like this. This is good.
I don't know. For me, I'm including the ones that have solo variants.
When I did my filter, I did 2-player only. So if it has a solo variant, I don't know about it.
I will let you know if there's a solo variant.
Hey, look at that. The expert.
All right, so I guess we're ready to jump into this.
He's the one that makes the big bucks.
And I go first now, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Apparently we're doing that this year, too. We're going to do it like 2 years on, 2 years off, just to mix it up.
Well, we haven't done our intro yet, so...
Oh, yeah, there's that, too.
In 2 years.
We're a little bit behind the times. Children are like a foot taller.
Yeah, Caitlin's just almost as tall as Rebecca.
It's true.
All right, so here we go. I guess we're going to start right off with my number 10.
Hope we can help you guys out with some goodies.
All right, here's my number 10.
Okay, what's your number 10?
Number 10 is a surprising new addition to the list.
What?
It is KeyForge.
You do like this game.
I did like KeyForge. So I used to play Magic a lot when I was a lot of son, but I like a lot. Back when it very, very first came out, I played it for like 2 or 3 years. Fairly heavy. We played like almost every night. And I really enjoyed the game, but I got burnt out on it because it's the constant race to get that next good card and get the perfect deck, and I never got like into the tournament scene or anything like that, so I completely just shelved that and put it away. KeyForge kind of brought that back a little bit. I don't have, and it took away this obsession. I don't have this need to go buy a bunch of cards because you can't buy specific cards.
I do. Do you know why? The deck names are glorious.
Oh,
I just want to collect all the stupid names. But yeah, you don't need them.
I don't have this urge like, okay, I got to get like, I guess the 4 Horsemen is supposed to be like super powerful. I have no interest in going and finding that deck. If we happen to get one, great. I'm not going to go find one. So I just have a completely different mindset, and I just really enjoyed it. I liked how it wasn't like my goal was to kill the other person. It's more of a gathering, almost like a resource gathering is your objective. I mean, obviously you have to get monsters to defend yourself and kill the other person's monsters and stuff like that, but it's more of a resource gathering thing, and it's not like I'm trying to find that great combo where I fuel up this fireball and do a ton of damage all at once to kill you. So it's a completely different way to play, and I really like that. So I just enjoyed it.
I'm not gonna say a thing. I'm bringing out the decks again. Then
Right.
I thought I was torturing you. This is great.
No, I enjoyed it.
I am so excited.
I liked it.
So excited.
All right, what you got?
All right, my number 10.
And it's new to the list, obviously. It's a brand new game.
Oh, okay. My number 10, I haven't gotten to play in a while, and I really liked it because I like Catan, but it's old and worn out, and there's something about the card version that I really enjoy. I have a thing about playing cards. I don't know. I really like it. And Rivals for Catan is cards, and I like laying them out. And yes, if you get crazy, you can have this crazy long stretch of cards and juggling all your resources and stuff. I don't know why. I like that. I like the way it flows. And I like getting resources and doing things with the resources. I don't care how overplayed people feel Catan is. I don't know. I just really like Rivals for Catan. End of story. It's cards. It's not exactly Catan. I mean, there's some placement things that are going on too with how you place them. And I like that. Kind of tweaks it a little bit.
I do like this. I definitely prefer it over Catan, but...
It's not on your top 10, is it?
But...
Spoilers! Everyone's surprised.
I think I've watched Gandalf and Frodo get on the boat and travel the seas with Catan on their boat and never to return again.
Wow.
Because I got a funny. So anyway,
this is funny.
I got a funny story, but the Rivals for Catan was your number 5 last time.
See, and I still really enjoy that game. It's on my top 10.
So we were at the board game retreat. I don't think you may have already went to bed or you're playing the game with someone else. But I walked up and Tom and a group of people were trying out a new version of Catan. And I walked up and I said, "Oh man." He's like, "Hey, give it a fair shake. You never know." And 3 hours later, he wanders by. He's like, "You were right."
That's hilarious.
That's my Catan story.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So let's see what my number 9.
Hey, some people still like that game. You hush you.
My number 9. My number 9 is Dice Masters. We have not played this in forever.
But we're gonna have to play it soon.
Yeah, and I'm actually itching to play it again.
I wondered if I was gonna come back to you.
It's been so long. I prefer.
Really liked it.
The picture showing on your screen is the D&D Dice Masters, which is my preferred version. We got both sets of the Dice Masters, and we have almost a ton of the monsters, not the super rare ones, but I have almost all of the cards.
Actually, didn't we get a couple super rares?
We got some rares, but I got most of the cheap cards. I went to cool stuff. You can actually go out and buy the cheap cards.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I dropped $10 and got almost all the commons and uncommons. Anyway, I'm itching to play it again. When I was making the list, I was going through this. I'm like, Dice Masters. Oh man, we haven't played that in forever, and I just want to get it out and play it again. So I'm looking forward to when we get around to playing that again this year. I really enjoy it. It's basically Magic with dice. Maybe you basically roll the dice, use those dice to create monsters. Use those monsters to attack your opponent in an effort to do enough damage to kill them. So very similar. You're drafting dice. You basically start with a bunch of crappy dice, and you draft cool dice. You have a common pool among the players of dice you can draft. It's a really cool concept, really neat game. I like how it plays. I especially like the D&D because you can level up your characters,
which I need to do because I always roll them. I roll the crappiest side, regardless of how big I get.
Liked it. Hello to everyone joining. Dice Masters last time was my number 3.
Wow. Yeah, I was gonna I was curious to see when this was gonna pop back up because you're like, I'm kind of over this game, blah blah blah. But I was like, as much as you loved this game, I figured it'd come back around. It's kind of cool that it's already. And I didn't look at this list
before I made mine, just so you know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Right. In fact, I just looked at this list this afternoon right before we started.
Look at you.
All right. So what's your number 9?
My number 9 kind of harkens back to my playing cards with the family
This is
when I was a
called
kid.
This is already called in the chat.
Was it?
Yep.
I'm not surprised. I already told you guys I like card games, but Fox in the Forest, and I've told Hunter every time we play, it feels like I'm sitting around the table playing with a whole bunch of people because the way the game plays, it plays so well. You'd never guess that's a 2-player only game. I like the fact that you're going for the sets and the way things work, and it just reminds me of sitting around playing cards with my family, playing Rummy or different things, and Fox in the Forest just does that, but you don't need a whole table full of people, and I love that. I absolutely love that. I like the little special abilities that are on the cards, and it's just cool, fun, easy trick-taking game. Plays amazingly smoothly. Can't get much better than that. So, you're looking for a nice, simple card game. Straight up card game.
Yeah, it's one of the few trick-taking games I can tolerate. So that shows you how good it is.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it is that good.
I'm not a trick-taking game fan at all.
We were talking about it,
game.
and we kind of put off. In fact, I was surprised you bought it because I thought,
I just don't
two-player?
I don't like trick-taking. So it was...
Trick-taking? How is that going to work?
You know why we bought it? Free shipping.
I was going to say, you didn't give me a chance to put my guess in. Yeah, you're free shipping. Oh my god.
Free shipping. It's the Fox and the free shipping is the name of this game. But I'm glad you liked it. I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not crazy like, woo, I want to play Fox in the Forest, but I'll actually play it. So I don't like trick-taking games. I'll actually play.
What's Starfleet Battles, and why don't I know about this?
Starfleet Battles is like a tactical. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's like a tactical game where you're flying ships around and fighting each other. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Because I remember seeing it. It's I could be completely thinking of a different game, but it's like I saw someone playing this at one of the conventions. It like has a paper mat, and you have like little chits, and it's like very tactical. It's like a war game.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
I might be interested in that just because it's Star Trek. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't. But I like Star Trek, so...
Yeah. But, no, I didn't think it'd be anything you're interested in, so I haven't even looked into it at all.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
let's move on.
And Mr. Figs, yes, I agree. If you only have 2 players, it's like spades. It's awesome. And where was... let's see. Benjamin, if you've played Hearts and you like playing Hearts, then you might like this game, because it is just a really cool, easy throw down and play like Hearts. The deck looks like a regular deck of cards even. It's pretty cool.
All right.
So.
My number 8 is the lesser version of Caverna, but it makes this list. Caverna Cave versus Cave. Fox of Force is a new game to the list, obviously. I'll let you know when it's actually on the list. Otherwise, it's not on the list. So, Caverna Cave versus Cave, it takes the game, if you played the Caverna game, the Caverna game has 2 halves to it, basically. There's the farming and the animals portion, and then there's kind of the mining and building buildings portion of the game. And Caverna Cave versus Cave, the name should tell you, takes the cave portion of Caverna and you focus in on that. So you're basically clearing out a cave, and then you construct buildings, and there's some kind of what am I looking for? Some almost not Tetrising because they're all squares, but they have to be certain sides have to match.
To face certain walls.
Yes, it's like it's like Carcassonne. The sides have to match, so it has to fit in the cave in a certain way where the sides match. So you kind of have to carve out your cave and fill them in a certain way. So it's completely different. It doesn't feel to me like Caverna. I like Caverna. When I play Caverna, I have thousands of little animals and go crazy with that part of it. And Cave vs. Cave has none of that, so that's why it's kind of lower on the list. But I do enjoy how it works. It plays really quickly. It's a fun game. I like how you draft the tiles. But it's definitely not Caverna. And when I play this at the end, I want to play Caverna. So,
yep, Caverna's pretty awesome. Somehow. Granted, I made this list at school. That may be part of it. I didn't put Caverna on my list. Grievous error! So I'm going to insert it somewhere.
This is number 11. You can't insert.
Well, you'll see why. You'll see.
Oh, you're going to add it with the other one.
With another one.
Yeah.
Shush you.
Cheater.
How is it cheating?
Flawed.
It has to be on the list. You're flawed.
All right. There you go. Caverna Cave versus Cave.
All right.
More on it later, apparently.
Hush. My number 8 is...
What is this picture? Okay.
It's all the cards.
Okay.
I don't know where the other picture was. Anyway, I couldn't find it, and I was like, I'll put this one down. 7 Wonders Duel. I like 7 Wonders. I never get to play 7 Wonders, but I get to play 7 Wonders Duel. It's close. It's not quite the same, but it's good. And I like the fact that it does these cool like pyramid shapes or an inverse pyramid or a diamond shape, and as you uncover the cards, you reveal some of them, and it opens up different things, so you have to be really tactical about, okay, am I going to open up this card and possibly give this to Hunter so much that he just gave up and walked away? I don't know. But no, I really enjoy that, and I enjoy the different ways that you can win. So you can do a military victory, you can do the science victory, you can do the regular victory points and stuff victory. There's so many different things you can do with this. I really like that all of them are viable, and you have to pay attention to all of them while you're doing this. Because otherwise, sorry, I'm just suspicious. Because otherwise your opponent can run away with it. And I really like that. So, and you still sort of have the getting stuff from your neighbor thing. I don't know why, my English, sorry. You get things from your neighbor a little bit, not quite to the extent, of course, that regular 7 Wonders gives you, but still, you get that 7 Wonders feel. I really like it.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
What are you doing?
No, I'm doing something. All right, so it's a surprise. All right, so 7 Wonders Duels was your number 4 last time.
Okay, that doesn't surprise me.
It's interesting. I wonder if you're going to go up your top half of your list, or if it's going to bounce around.
I don't know.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't remember what I put on there so many years ago. So, all right, what's your number? What are we on? 7 for you. Correctamundo? What you got? You look lost.
My list.
What are you doing?
There's something wrong with my list. But anyway.
I'm invalidated.
I'll have to try to repair it mid-game. Something's wrong with my list. All right, my number 7 is...
Interesting.
No, it's not my number 7. Oh, fail.
What'd you do?
What did I do? You're right. What did I do?
What'd you do?
Right,
it's broken!
Tell the world about other things.
Tell the world about other things. So, peeps, how's it going? In unrelated news...
Don't know how I want to repair this.
Games with animals that are 2-player games. We're gonna add that.
You're inserting one. I'm gonna have to insert one at random.
At random.
So
that
when
invalidates so much more.
What level are you gonna insert your game?
I'm not telling. Okay, I'll put it at level 6.
Oh, mine's higher than that.
What's that matter?
All right. Anyway, so my number 7.
You forgot a game.
I did forget a game.
And you're making fun of me.
I searched on owned games instead of rated games, I think.
Oh, I bet I know what the game is then.
All right. So we're gonna have. I
bet you do too.
I'm gonna have a 3A. All right,
3A.
All right, my number 7 is Targi. Love me some Targi. What?
I'm just happy to see this because you're like, oh, we play this a lot, and I was like, I want to play it.
I like Targi. It's good. I like the way you draft the cards. It's interesting. I like that it's got a couple ways that you can win the game. I really like going for the set collection part. That's like my favorite thing to do is the set collection piece. Mm-hmm. Just a really solid, straight, streamlined little worker placement ish.
Yeah.
Basically, you have 2 workers and you put them on a grid, one on a column and one on a row, and then I think you have 3 workers. You have 3 workers, and where they intersect, you get those cards, and it's really tight with 2 players. That person always ends up taking the card that you want, and you kind of shake your fist and scream, which is always great in a 2-player game when they steal the cards away from you. Mm-hmm. Just a really solid, straightforward 2-player game. I believe it's been reprinted at this point. You can actually get it in the stores again. The picture I have there is the older, or is that the new version?
That's the version we have, whatever that version is.
Yeah, I think there's a new version with a different picture on the front. Really, just a really solid game. If you're looking for a solid 2-player worker placement-esque type game, this is a good one. It's very Euro-y. Someone actually mentioned what I was about to say. It's not like it's a straight Euro game. There's not a lot of going on other than that. So
I'm curious now. David says that this game encourages spouse abuse. I just want to know, is it you or Kim? Which one of you is doing the abusing, and what abuse in Target? Blocking other people's, that's hate blocking? I would think Seven Wonders Duel would be worse for that.
All right, there you go. We'll probably hear more about it in a little bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's your number 7?
My number 7 is Duelosaur Island. Now, I like Dinosaur Island far and away better. Love that game. But if you're just looking for a 2-player only game, and for whatever reason you can't play Dinosaur Island, Duelosaur Island's great. I love the premise for the whole Dinosaur Island universe thing. It's Jurassic Park in a board game, and they did a great job. I like the clunky DNA dice. I like the little dinosaurs. I mean, now, granted, Duelosaur Island doesn't have the cute little dinosaurs, but it has all the cool mechanisms that you come to enjoy with the game, and like all of the different tracks and building up the things and building up the dinosaurs and watching your security levels versus your danger levels. That the heart of the game is still there, and I really enjoy that. So very, very cool. It's just I like these. They're solid games. They're very fun. Couple things while Hunter's doing whatever he's doing too, and I saw a couple things in the chat. The Orville, I have not seen that yet, and I'm dying to see it because one of my favorite movies ever is Galaxy Quest, and that Orville just looks stinking hilarious. But it's on something I don't remember what channel or whatever thing it's on. We just don't have that.
They asked if it's totally liquid.
Dude! Totally liquid.
All right, so I'll comment on Duelosaur Island. I took a nostalgia pick off my list and added in a valid pick. So look at that. Boom. Editing while we're talking. So
a nostalgia pick?
I took a nostalgia pick off and added a real pick. So anyway, we'll talk about my nostalgia pick after we're done. Anyway,
does it come with a slap bracelet? No, I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't. So sorry. Remember when I talked about Caverna when I played Cave vs. Cave? I feel I really want to play Caverna.
Yes.
Duelosaur Island is like 10 times worse.
I understand.
Right when we got done with Duelosaur Island, it's like, I want to play Dinosaur Island. To the point where I'd have to probably be talked into Duelosaur Island.
Wow, okay.
Because I just like Dinosaur Island so much. I mean, I like the hooligans and the workers and having to actually put your monsters. You don't even have dinosaur meeples in Duelosaur Island.
It's true.
None of the bells and whistles of the other game. It just
for some reason,
makes me long for the real game.
But if for some reason you don't have Dinosaur Island and we're only doing 2-player games, Duelosaur's cool. If you didn't know about Dinosaur Island, you just saw Duelosaur for what it was.
I would have enjoyed it.
Exactly.
But
that would be my point.
Just saying. All right, let's move on to my number. What number am I on? 6? 6. Here we go, number 6. Number 6 is Fog of Love. Fog of Love. This game is hilarious.
I don't know what you're
and we owe
about.
You another live play of this.
Oh, yeah.
Several videos I promised a live play of this, so we need to do another live play of this one, I think.
We're entering the doldrums of winter. We need to do something to warm up everyone's hearts.
The doldrums of winter.
Yes, this is like the dead zone.
Are we on a
We're
boat?
Surviving. Yes, I feel like it. We're trying to survive until spring break and everything warms up, and it's time to play Fog of Love.
Yeah, we got to know if we have a second date or however it works. I don't know. I don't know what the next one is.
There was a lot of drama with me taking a break in the science lab last time, so...
And you had to test your baby.
I did.
This is a fun game. It's a really super gateway game. It's a good couples game as long as you have a sense of humor. You're a serious couple and take things seriously.
Don't play that game.
Don't play this game.
Nope. In fact, they tell you, do not play yourself. Which I cannot imagine. I'm just trying to figure out how that would go down. I see ugly
things. If you
things.
answer your questions how you would actually answer them.
And then I'm like
bad. But anyway, great game, fun game. It has what I like about it is the first scenario, which is what we played. Actually, no, there's a scenario before the scenario we played live. that tells you how to play the game. It basically has the cards are stacked in such a way. It says flip over this card and you read these rules. You do like one of the actions in the game. Then it tells you the next rule for how to do a different action, and it just runs you through. When you go through the deck, you've played the scenario, and it tells you exactly how to play it. So it's got a built-in tutorial deck, which is really, really, really cool. So,
yep.
There you go. Fog of Love, fun one.
We're working on the... Do we have the expansions?
No, but we got 2 or 3 scenarios in the main box we haven't played yet.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We have a little ways to go. I mean, as we continue, we'll probably buy them as we go. So,
all right, what's your number 6?
Very cool. My number 6 is a twofer. And honestly, you guys can laugh and give me grief all you want, but I basically consider these games very, very similar because the play to me feels very similar.
It wasn't originally a twofer.
It wasn't originally a twofer.
And you have an expansion box somehow.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was funny because it looks like the cow's, like... I can't even say it's disgusting. But anyway, you'll see in the picture, you'll look at the cow and go, ew. Because I originally picked Agricola, All Creatures Big and Small, and I'm going to put the Cave versus Cave Caverna with it because I do actually consider those games very similar. I know Hunter's probably aghast at this, but both of them are 2-player only. They're extremely tight with your action selection or worker placement, whatever you want to call it. And you're building up different things to cover the board with whatever and win the game, okay? They're both the same.
No. They're very different.
But to me, honestly, when I'm playing them, though, I feel like I get the same feel from them. So I put them in the same boat. And both are equally good. Both are equally fun. I know All Creatures is in print.
Just got reprinted with the expansions in the box.
So you lucky people can go get this without trying to hunt down the really hard-to-find extra rooms, because when we were looking for it, boy, were those hard to find.
One of them I got from...
like Europe. It was crazy.
Florence, Italy, or something.
Yeah, it was insane.
Some weird place.
The way it was packed, it was like, oh my gosh, it could have gone through the end of the world.
I got one of them I bought in a online auction kind of thing for BGG, and it included the base game, and we gave away the base game and kept the expansion that was in it.
Yeah.
And then we bought the other expansion from like Italy or something like that.
Yep.
So.
Yep, and Caverna, I really enjoy that one too. I think Hunter likes it more.
I do.
But
But this is higher on your list.
It's higher on my list because I kind of, I don't know, I give it the same feel. They just feel the same to me. And as a 2-player game, I think they're both really, really solid 2-player
They are.
games.
I agree. And they're comparable, and they're lesser versions. I think Agricola, All Creatures is better than Agricola. That I know that's not the common opinion. But I think Caverna is a much lesser version compared to Caverna. But anyway.
Oh man! Oh, okay. I can think I see what you're saying.
I like All Creatures better than Agricola, but I like Caverna better than Cave versus Cave.
Okay. That works.
I need a flowchart.
No.
All right. My number 5, strangely enough, I put them in 2 separate places. It's All Creatures Big and Small, Agricola. So I like this one better because, like I said before, Cave vs. Cave focuses in on the cave and the buildings and stuff. Agricola All Creatures focuses in on the animals. And you get to build out. That's my favorite part of Caverna is the animals. So this gives me what I like in Caverna in Agricola All Creatures Big and Small. So it's funny. This is a better, to me, this one feels like more what I like about Caverna than Cave vs. Cave does. That makes sense. But anyway, so in this one you're building buildings and you're building fences and you're making tons and tons of animals, which what I love to do in Caverna. I like having sheep piled like this high up on my board.
Yep.
So I just like it. It's great if you're looking for a solid 2-player worker placement game. You owe it to yourself to go out and buy the big box version. I don't know what they're calling it. Big box version of this game that's in print and fairly cheap from what I understand.
Yeah, especially compared to how you had to piece everything together last time.
Yeah, I won't tell you how much I spent to get the base game.
Down out of print
the base
stuff.
Game and 2 expansions cost a lot more than it does now to get the reprint. So, there you go.
Yep.
Not on my list. Still nothing on the list. I got so far 1 of my games is a repeat and 2 of Rebecca's. So
Oh, neither one of these was on that list back then?
We didn't have it. This
Wow, it was a long time ago then.
Yes,
wow, I feel like we've had those games forever.
Nope.
Interesting. Okay. So what's your number 5?
It's your number 5.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. My number 5 is Jaipur. I love Jaipur. I probably drive Hunter crazy with Jaipur because I would play this game all the time, 10 times in a row, just because I enjoy playing this game. I like fiddling with all the little coins and stuff and doing the set collections and fighting over camels, and it's great. And it's a quick game. It's a really quick game. And it's another one of those games that to me feels like it's more than a 2-player, right? Because you actually are doing these set collections and racing, and there's just a lot of things to collect, and it doesn't have that off-balance feel that some 2-player games have when you're doing that sort of thing. I just absolutely love it. Jaipur.
It's a good one. This is the one that always flies out of my mouth when people are looking for an introductory 2-player game.
Mm-hmm.
A introductory gateway 2-player game, or however you want to say it. A game to teach their significant other who may not necessarily be a gamer, and you're trying to get them into games, because it has some very common feels to it of collecting the sets of cards and playing those sets down in front of you. It has that very similar kind of feel to it as a lot of the rummy and games like that they might be familiar with. So
Manadu's printing little camels across the screen.
It's a great one. It's a great introductory. Like I said, this is always the first one I suggest when people ask what 2-player game I should try out.
I am upset, and I need to talk to Bonacore. He says he's not going to reprint it because of expensive components. They're cardboard coins, man.
Which one?
I'm assuming she's talking about the... Unless she's talking about... Are you talking about Confusion, or are you talking about Jaipur?
No, they're talking about a different game.
Okay, because I was about to go yell at Bonacore.
Jaipur is not Stronghold.
No, it's not.
None of the game. I don't think we've mentioned any Stronghold
Okay, she's talking about Confusion then. Okay, woo.
Yeah.
Saved his life.
I don't think I would
have been like, what are you thinking?
All right, my number 4.
I may have to say that anyway. I don't know.
My number 4. So my number 4 is the one nostalgia pick that got punted. So I'm going to talk about my nostalgia pick. And I'll have to give Kabuki Kid, I'll have to give her an insist on this, because I completely missed this game because I don't own it. I must have, like I said, I do a lot of my searches on owned games. And
we do that.
Instead of putting rated games, which I need to do because there's a lot of games we played that we don't own.
I need to start rating games for that reason too.
And
I'm starting to play
the nostalgia pick was Blood Bowl. So I love Blood Bowl, but I never get to play that game at all. Ever, never, ever play this game. We played it one time. I love it. I would love to break out and play tournaments, and I would love to grab the brand shiny new version and get all the expansion. I wish there was more expansions. That's probably one of the reasons why I haven't even thought about getting it, because I want the Dark Elves and the Halflings and the Skavens and everything. And I'd love to play tournaments. I would love to do like a full football season. I played Blood Bowl in high school. I played Blood Bowl in college, and just played.
You played Blood Bowl as a break while you're getting your masters. I remember this.
And I've played the computer game to death. I mean, I've played every version that's come out of the computer game. I love this game. It's one of my all-time favorite games.
Yep.
But it's collecting dust at the top of a shelf up there that just going to get more and more dust on it.
No, it's not. You're going to work on it. We're going to play it.
But
play it again because it's cool.
The game I got an assist on, the one I completely forgot.
You all can say it together now, because I bet you know what it is.
Star Wars Rebellion!
I knew it!
Star Wars Rebellion. So I've only played this game once. That's probably one of the reasons why it's a little lower on my list, because I really, really, really enjoyed it. But I haven't had a chance to play it since that one time we played it at a convention. Haven't played it since. Really enjoyed it. I'm curious how the other side plays. I think I would actually enjoy playing the other side. I played the Empire side. I think I enjoyed the Rebellion side more, because I like the hide and seek part of it, of moving around.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say, you like playing bad guys.
Because the Empire part, you're searching out trying to find the Rebellion. It's more like, reminds me of like flipping over cards in memory, and you're trying to find the match. I mean, it seems like more of a searching. I think it would be more fun to be the tactical thing of trying to outwit the other person and moving the camp at the right time and all that stuff. It would be interesting. So I want to see how the other side plays, and maybe that'll move it up the list. But for now, it lands at number 4.
That's pretty good. How long does it take to play Rebellion?
A couple hours.
Okay, so it's not too bad. It's not like an afternoon investment.
It has some setup time, and if you have to teach it, but the actual once you're done and ready to go, it's a couple hours. But it could be shorter. It really depends on what happens. It could be shorter or longer. It has a variable ending. So if the rebellion avoids you for a long time, it could be a little bit longer. Basically, there's two. I think, if I remember correctly, like I said, I played it once a long time ago, a year or so ago. There's like two tracks that come and meet in the middle, and if they meet in the middle, I guess the rebellion wins because they stayed hidden long enough. But if the Empire finds them earlier somehow, I guess it could end earlier. But 2 hours, two to three maybe.
Cool.
I think our game was probably closer to 4 because it was
new players
setup time. I hadn't played. It was a full teach and all that stuff. But
Kabuki says that she got an insert for it and it helps speed up setup time. So those of you that are like rebellion nuts, you might think about doing something like that. There's several different
inserts. There's one. I think there's a clear one that's real good. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some really good ones. Yeah, because that's a really super popular game. So.
All right,
very cool.
So there you go. Star Wars Rebellion Blood Bowl got booted. Blood Bowl would honestly, if I had my druthers, it'd be probably my number 1. That's how much I love Blood Bowl.
Oh, that's awesome.
But anyway, onward to your number 4.
My number 4 is another one that I wear out with Hunter. In fact, I did get the app on my phone just so I could play it more, and that is Star Realms. I like Star Realms. I like playing it. And I just love those nice card... I like that CCG type card game. You're laying out your cards, buy your stuff, do the things, attack the person, whoop, scoop, time to go. I don't know what it is about that game. I really, really like that. And I like the space theme. I like all the events and different things that they have in that. The captains or leaders or whatever they're called. The heroes. Yeah, those are pretty cool. I have almost all of Star Realms. The last...
You don't have the latest piece.
Yeah, I don't have the latest one. I'm not as interested in that one for whatever reason. But I really love that game. And I have like a whole box, you guys have probably seen it before, of just chock full of the cards. I can almost not get them out of the box now because it's so full. And it's just that fun little portable, I can teach anybody to play that basically because all you do is read the cards and you can match factions and get some extra boosts and extra, damage to the enemy or this and that. And fun game. I love it. So.
Good one. That was your number 3 last time.
See, I still love that game. I don't know what it is about that game. I love that game. And it's simple, but...
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. My number 3 was funny. So when I was making I was putting all my information. I made my list a couple of days ago, and I was putting the pictures and stuff on in the computer for the show. And when I was looking at my picture, I saw a game I somehow missed. And so I had to put it on my list, push everything down. That's what messed up. That's why all my numbering over here is messed up. It's because I got it late last night. I added it, and I saw the game. I'm like, oh, crap, I completely forgot about this game.
Were you doing this while you were editing video? Yeah. You were probably loopy.
Yeah, and so I had to push everything down. So this is the Troublemaker game, but it is an awesome game, and that is Fields of Arl.
That's 2 only?
Yes. This is one of the ones that has a 3-player expansion that just came out.
Okay.
But it's 2-player. The base game is 2-player only with a solo variant.
So
this is the only 2-player only big box Uwe Rosenberg game, I guess, that we own. We own the smaller ones, but this is the only big box
one.
I've thought about getting Glass Roads a few times, but I keep waffling on, should I get it, not get it?
But you like waffles.
But Fields of Arl is great if you're looking for a big box Uwe game, with all the agriculture and stuff that's in all his games that is designed specifically for 2 players. This is the one I recommend. I think Glass Road gets a lot more buzz and maybe is liked a little bit better, but for whatever reason I haven't got around to get it. Fields of Arl is really cool because you clear out areas to be able to put stuff, but when you clear out those areas, you lose the ability of getting certain resources. So it's kind of a when do I switch gears kind of thing. It's got a lot. It's a complicated big box Uwe game, a lot going on. You have wagons and all sorts of craziness going on in this game. But I really, really enjoyed this one. I think I want to play Glass Roads at a convention is what we probably should do. At some convention sometime.
Try it out.
I don't think Tom has it in his library, so we'll have to do it at probably
BGG
Spring. We probably can try it out.
Woo woo!
But anyway, great one. If you're looking for, like I said, you're looking for a 2-player only Uwe Rosenberg big box game. This is the one.
Cool.
The only one I know. The only one I can talk about is the only one I played, and I really enjoyed it. So there you go.
Love it.
All right, what you got?
My number 3, I believe you've mentioned already.
Have I?
You have.
Fog of Love. I don't know.
Targi.
At number 3.
Yes, I love this game. And I have Kabuki, I believe, to thank for this because I think she was the one that originally said, you guys need to play this game.
Probably.
And it is a fun 2-player game. Like you said, you've got your little guys and you put them on the board on the outside borders, and then where they cross, you get these squares that are inside. They're going to either give you resources or help you make these match sets that give you end victory points and set collection and different things. And I just love the balance of that game, and I like the fact that there's a little robber chic guy, I don't know, troublemaker, that walks around the board.
I think it represents raid.
I thought you said rage for a second.
Rage!
I was like, you're all about blood rage, man.
It's a raid. It's a raid.
It's a raid. He's a raider. He's probably a raider.
I don't know. Raids happen in the corners. I don't know what the little dude represents. I don't know.
Yeah, he's
the March of Time.
This just became the most philosophical game ever, man. It's so deep. No, but no, Targi is really, I like it. It doesn't take up a ton of table space. You need a little bit of space to set up your set collection and stuff because where you place your cards gives you potential for more victory points because you can get a set of the exact same card or you can get a one of each, and those vary in victory points too, plus whatever you have on the cards. And it's a fun little game. I like it. And it's another one of those that's in the cool, nice little compact box. It's easy to take places. I love these little portable
you probably could even compact it more than that box.
I think the only reason that box is that big was
it's all
shelves presents.
All those games are that size.
It's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those games where you can probably throw it in a baggie or a little bit more and get away with.
Well, they sell those little. A lot of people buy those little cases that are like this.
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect. It'd be perfect for that.
You can take those cases and put them in a bigger case, and they take one case and have like 10 games in it.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah, like a quiver.
Yeah.
That would be a great quiver game. So yeah. There you go.
All right. That's a good one. Went on the list last time. So, there you go.
Wow. We have played a lot of... It's a rave, not a raid. Okay, Tommy. We're going to have to block
number 2 is the lesser version of its bigger brother, but I still love it.
You said Caverna?
No.
Oh, filthy cheater.
Battle of 5 Armies!
There it is.
What?
There
It's not War of the Ring.
War of the Ring.
No, it is not. It's different.
War of the Ring 0.5.
No.
Yes, it is.
Well, it is a lesser version, but yeah. So Battle of 5 Armies. Love Battle of 5 Armies. So if you take War of the Ring and you just pull the combat area control piece out of it and play that, and that's what you have for Battle of 5 Armies. It's all about just killing each other. It's just one side's trying to survive, the other side is just trying to slaughter the other person as quickly as they can, and it's just battle combat. It's super combat heavy. There's none of the building up for war. There's none of the you got to wait till you get attacked or any. It's just here's your guys and go.
Yep.
And it's right off the bat you're fighting. I like it, but I like. In War of the Ring, I enjoy just as much, if not more, the whole strategy of deciding when to go to war, how you're going to get the people to join the fights, the whole sneaking the ring along. But if you're just looking for a cool card-driven, it has dice too, but it has cards that you can use to influence the battle. It's not card-driven combat, but it's card influence combat. Look, I just invented a term. Card influence combat. You have to play cards, and they're multi-use cards. Just like in War of the Ring, the top half of the card has one benefit that you can play at certain times. and the bottom half is useful in combat. So you have to decide, okay, am I going to use the card for the top half or the bottom half? And they're both, all the cards in this game, just like in War of the Ring, are all amazing, and it's really a struggle which way do you use the card. Like the dice, it's just a fun game. Like how the combat works. It's just really, really cool, solid game. But definitely like War of the Ring much, much better than this game, but I love it enough to make it my number 2.
I thought about putting this on the list very long and hard, and then I felt like it was kind of being cheaty, and my workaround for not having War of the Ring on there.
They're different games. You always put these together. They are different games. They are different.
It felt cheaty.
They are different
games. It felt cheaty. So I didn't put it on.
So there you go. And Battle of Five Armies was my number 4 last time. Number 4.
Very cool. Very cool.
Huh?
Lenora brought out a really good point. I would just like to add that we all need to learn German.
Well, the Old Germanic is the basis of
Oh my gosh, don't even.
The Old Germanic.
I bet you guys didn't know this about Hunter, but he's an expert on etymology. He knows all of the word origins, and all magnificently somehow come from Old Germanic that he
Old Germanic
conveniently makes up as he goes.
Old Germanic is...
All Germanic? It's not Old Germanic?
O-L-E, Old Germanic.
Old Germanic. Dear me. I was just thinking you could go to Essen and get all the new games, and they'd be in the original German, and you'd be like, ha, I can play this. Schnell.
We haven't played the 1775 or the 1878. We haven't played any of those type of games.
No.
Old Germanic had a farm.
What is going on?
If I knew a couple of short words in German, I could say...
I know Lederhosen and Schnell.
What about yes and no?
Nein. Ja.
So...
Auf Wiedersehen.
So, Old Germanic
had a farm. I know enough to get into trouble.
Ja, nein, ja, nein, ja, nein?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I got nothing.
You are fired.
What's your number 2? I knew this would fly up your list.
It's KeyForge. I love KeyForge. Okay, back in the day, a long time ago, I used to play L5R, Legend of the Five Rings, way back 2000, I want to say, around 2000. And I enjoyed that, but I hate if I want to keep up with everybody, I have to buy the newest. It's the same thing as Magic. It's a CCG. So you're buying these cards, and you got to trade to max out. And if you want to have your faction do well, I typically played Scorpion. I also had a Crane deck, and you're trading, you're wheeling and dealing, you're buying, and all. I don't like that part. I don't like the upkeep. KeyForge solves that, and it's still entertaining and cool. You get these ridiculous names, which is pure entertainment of itself. I still go for a good laugh and just search Twitter for everybody's KeyForge pictures. They're magnificent. And then you've got a viable deck. Straight out of the box, you don't have to do anything to it. Boom, you can play. We don't have to buy anymore. We can play multiple times because you bought, what, 6 decks?
6 decks.
So we can play all sorts of combinations
How many combinations is that?
I am not doing math.
How many different combinations is that?
A lot.
It is a lot.
Exactly.
Do you want to know how many combinations?
How many? Since you're dying to tell me. You are clearly dying to tell me. How many combinations is it, dear?
I'm not going to say.
Because you don't know. You didn't do the math.
It's 30, 120, 360. It's a lot of combinations.
See? That's amazing. So, we're entertained for endless hours. And I am super happy with that. 5
plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Is that
5
right?
plus...
So it's 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, I think is the answer. But anyway, that's math. I have to think about it. I think it's 5, so 9.
Totally killed this for me.
12. 15 different combinations, is that right? Maybe I'm crazy.
Math.
It's either 15 or 21.
Either way, I'm going to be entertained for a while. I don't care about math. But yeah, it's... Oh, man. I love it. I've always liked deck builders, CCGs, cards, all the above. And this just... It's fun.
It's a good one. I like it.
Like it. If you haven't had a chance to play it, you could just... try it out with somebody. I mean, you don't even have to go. Everybody's got 10 million decks. I mean, I forget how many are registered. It's a ridiculous number. Oh, people are buying just outrageous amounts of these things. It's hilarious.
A ton.
And just go find somebody that has them and just play a game for the heck of it. I guarantee you that you find anybody, they're always going to have at least 2 decks, probably, just so they can throw down and play it anytime. And it's so cool. And if you like Magic or any of those other games, it might be fun for you. I think you will probably be pleasantly surprised by it. So, there you go. KeyForge, greatness. I honestly am kind of bummed we haven't played it lately. I know we have to check all these games off our list and stuff, but I'm ready to play it again. I don't care.
Okay.
That's how much I love it.
When I made this list, if you watched the intro, if those joining late may have missed the intro. I basically put top 10 2-player games, but then I put like a splash of not including War of the Ring. So I knew War of the Ring was going to be our number 1 game, right? Because it's our our favorite 2-player game.
Thank you, Tommy.
But as soon as I did that, yeah. As soon as I did that, I realized.
Can you say that again?
Our new number 1 was going to be the same too, until you came with the caveat that you're not including games that can be played with more than 2 players. So, luckily for y'all, we're not going to have the same number 1s, because I thought for sure we were going to have the same. I actually was going to go and edit the video to take out that other game I thought was going to be our shared number 1.
Man!
Just to make it more of a...
You are just a troublemaker.
But... since she put that caveat, we're not going to have the same number 1, but I have the real number 1.
Oh, what just happened?
Other than War of the Ring.
Oh.
War of the Ring's number 1. This is the number 1, not including War of the Ring. And that is Star Trek Fleet Captains.
2 to 4 players.
It's one of those combos where one person plays half and the other person plays half.
2 to 4 players.
It's not.
Invalid.
It's not a 4-player.
No, it's not a 4-player. It is a 2-player.
I dare anyone who's watching this video to tell me that they played this game 4 players without 4 factions. Now, there's expansions. You can get up to 4 factions and play 4-player that way. But anyone out there that's played Fleet Captains with 2 people per side where you split the actions between you, you're playing it wrong. Find another game. What are you going to say?
Nothing.
But by your rules, you would also not include it because there are expansion factions where you can play this game 3 and 4 player with 3 and 4 factions.
I had to narrow down my list. I'm not kidding. You guys will hear my honorable mentions and you're like, okay. I had a lot of honorable mentions.
But I love Fleet Captains. It's an awesome game. This is our favorite Star Trek version of Star Trek.
Version of Star Trek.
What did I just say?
Star Trek version
of Star Trek. I woke up like an hour ago. So
he was born yesterday.
So this is our favorite Star Trek board game because although I love Ascendancy, and Ascendancy is not a 2-player game, it has nothing to do with this list, but a lot of people prefer Ascendancy over Fleet Captains. I like the episodic nature of Fleet Captains where you're seeing the different people. You're actually, in Ascendancy, you're not actually playing any characters. You're just ships flying around in space. In this game, you're Picard and Kirk and all the different characters of the game.
That's pretty
cool. You're flying around in all the ships, the different ships of the game. You're encountering things that happen in the various episodes. It's almost like Star Trek Smash Up because you have Next Gen and the original series and Deep Space Nine and Voyager and all. Maybe not Voyager. This may have been before Voyager. It's
before Voyager.
But anyway, at least those 3 are all mushed together. You have all the characters from all those shows. You have episodes and things that happen in all those shows all happening. It is the best Star Trek game. It is the second best 2-player game.
Huh.
I love it. It's awesome.
Cool.
Love.
Oh, I love that game. It was not valid on my list.
It's valid.
Per my parameters.
It's valid. So what's your number 1? I know what your number 1 is. You haven't mentioned it yet, and you love this game. So,
what is it, sweetie?
Fog of Love.
It is. If you're wanting a 2-player experience.
You have no image.
No, I loaded an image.
It's not there.
That's creepy. Well, anyway, if you want a 2-player experience, Fog of Love is an experience. And I just, again, though, for the right players. We've already told you about, the fact that you don't play
there,
yourselves. You don't want the... you don't want to take this seriously. It's a relationship. It's a role-playing game is what it kind of really boils down to. You've got your own objectives and things, and you're reacting to these questions and with your objectives and your personality in mind. So you can get into it as little or as much as you want. Obviously, I think the more you get into the game, the more dramatic you make it, the more fun you're going to have with it. But it's a game, and I could see where people would take it too seriously and not take it for what it is, which I think is why they have all the warnings and stuff on it, right? But it is so much fun. It's so goofy, and what a fun 2-player game. I just absolutely enjoy it so much. And yes, we definitely need to have another live insane play soon.
So, I don't know if this has changed, but Fog of Love used to be, and I don't know if it is anymore, it used to be a Walmart exclusive, online exclusive only. I don't know if that's changed. I don't know if you can find it on Amazon. They had the last, when I was at PAX Unplugged, the company was there selling the expansion, so maybe they branched out beyond Walmart. I have no idea. When we bought it, way back when it first came out, you could only get it at Walmart online. So I don't know if that's changed. I guess I could spend 2 seconds and go out and see if it changed.
You find
Plus, it's your number one, and if people are looking for it,
that's
I want
true.
To see where they can tell them where they can find it.
Yeah.
Exclusively sold in Walmart.
There you go. So it's still a Walmart thing. That's interesting.
So at least that's what it said when I looked it up real quick on the internets.
Okay. Yep.
But that's that. That is that, folks.
I saw a couple questions. No, at least I have not played Space Hulk. Have you played Space Hulk?
I played Space Hulk way back in, it would have been 93 or 94. Wow. I played it. There was a friend, back in my younger days, I had some roommates, and one of the roommates was a big gamer. This is when I was kind of leaving my board game phase, because I was out of college at that point. And he had a game of Space Hulk, and all I remember about it is that if I remember the game correctly, you set your Marines like in watch mode, and then when the aliens come around the corner, they start firing at them, and it's just like aliens are overrunning you. It's like Aliens, the movie where the monsters just are coming from everywhere, and they're just all just pouring in. Okay. And one person's the bad guys, another person is the good guys, and you have to set your Marines, and you can have them guard in certain hallways. You can block up doors and stuff like that. It was really good. I really enjoyed the game. He had all his miniatures painted, and he was a big miniatures gamer, and I really enjoyed that game. So,
cool.
Oh, they have it on Amazon. Fog of Love's on Amazon.
Okay, good. Cool. All right, a couple other things. Fog of Love, it's about an hour per episode, right?
An hour-ish. Depends on how much you role play, how much you talk, and
true. That's true. You can really ham it up and extend that a bit if you want, but I think for us it's about an hour. Fog of War, I haven't played that yet either, and I've heard that's a really good 2-player.
I haven't played it yet.
Letters from Whitechapel. We haven't played that one either.
That's a hidden movement game. Is it 2-player?
Someone said that.
I thought it plays more than 2. I could be wrong. It's a hidden movement game.
I saw somebody talking about it, so I wrote it down at some point. It's not on there right now, but
I thought it was you can definitely play it 2-player. One person plays the good guys, another person plays
maybe there's
the bad
a version that only is 2-player or something.
I
don't know, but anyway, I saw it on there, and I was going to say I'm curious. I have one of my teacher friends has it and played it and just loves that game to death, and I just haven't had a chance to play it yet.
Yeah.
So
it says it's best with 2.
Best with 2.
But
it's
nice.
2 to 6. Okay. So now I just saw something. Yes, we have played Raptor, and yes, it's actually on my honorable mentions because I love Raptor. Love Raptor. It's hilarious, and it's just. You get to be the scientists or the dinosaurs, and you all have different objectives. It is time to talk about honorable mentions. Hanuma Koji, Hive Pocket. You guys mentioned something about Hive earlier, and that was one of those that I really like, but we don't own it, so I didn't think to put it on here, but it's definitely an honorable mention. Lost Cities. You already mentioned the Dice Masters.
Yep.
Battle Line.
Or Shot and Totten.
Yeah. Patchwork. What else did I have on here that was... Oh, the Duke and Onitama. Those are awesome. Also, especially if you're wanting an abstract chess-like game. Those are fantastic. Raptor. Oh, Clask.
Class I just took off. It would have made my list.
I
took it off because...
I took it off because
I really don't know.
Board game.
Like
I was like,
I don't know.
But it is
I always
two-player.
feel weird throwing like Clask and Waykick and things like that on my list because like, is it a board game? Is it not? Where do you draw the line?
I want to try Yinch also.
Santorini plays 3.
Santorini can play more than 2.
And it's great 2-player, but you can play a 3-player.
It's fantastic. Well, there's so many different variants. That's something you might want to look into because it does let you do more players.
We haven't played any of the gift series at all, so I should grab one of those at some point. Just see if you like, or get the next time you're at the con with Z, ask him to bring it and play it because I think you'd like it. It's it's an abstract game.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, I love that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Oh, another game that's 2-player that I didn't mention that we have is Goblet. Yes, and it's old school. It's like pieces that fit over other pieces, which reminds me of...
And you have to... It's almost a memory game to remember
it's a memory game.
Underneath the pieces when you cover them up.
Let me tell you, kiddos can whoop you at it. I noticed that game was in one of the girls' like GT programs.
Oh, really?
Classroom. Yes. And I thought that was really cool. Because it takes a lot of memory and stuff. That's another good 2-player. I think I mentioned all my honorable mentions.
Well, let's see. I'm going to go the ones that were on our last list that weren't on our current list. Yes. I think you mentioned most of them.
Probably.
So on my list that I did not have this time was Battle Line, Star Realms, Maze Wars, Academy, Patchwork Jaipur, and Seven Wonders Duel, and of course War of the Ring. Mm-hmm. On Rebecca's side, Maze Wars Academies, Lost Cities, Patchwork, Dice Masters, Battle of 5 Armies, Fleet Captains, and War of the Ring.
Nice.
So
I like that Dan put Clask is a sport, fight me.
It's something. It's an activity.
I agree. It is kind of a sport. When we get into our tournament, our Clask tournament, man, it gets vicious.
It does.
The competition is fierce. I love it.
All right,
Baseball Highlights is a 2-player, isn't it? Is it 2-player only? That's another one. That should be on honorable mention.
All right, so some housekeeping things. One, Rebecca's top 10 of all time came up today. There's already comments of flying. In fact,
I bet there's other things.
Most of it is about how stupid I was during the video. Got a couple more that we haven't looked at just now.
I can't wait.
So go out and watch that. Next week, next Tuesday, is going to be the live after party for Rebecca's Top 100, where we'll discuss trends, games that were on my list, not on her list, games that she missed that were obvious choices.
Huh.
And whatever else she wants to talk about. But she's going to talk about just kind of the general, how she put her list together. Well, not she did that the first part, but
I already did that.
I don't know what you're going to talk about. Last year she did all kinds of stats and stuff and weird things.
I didn't have time to do a whole lot of stats, but I was going to talk more about those games that didn't make the list. I tallied up my list all the way down to 221. And
so all kinds of stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about next time. Maybe, and we'll also talk about the combo list that'll be coming out probably the Tuesday after. Maybe, I don't know. At some point, I'm going to take our lists and merge them into one big giant list to give you the definitive.
We gotta do that. We gotta do that.
Last time we did a scroll thing, which I was kind of interesting. I don't know if I'll trick it up and do something else different this year, but. Check that out. Another thing is thank you for 2 reasons. One, we've made 1,200 subscribers.
You guys are so awesome.
Which is
thank you.
1,199 more than I thought we would have when we started all this. So that's cool. It's great. Yeah. We're not. It's the whole thing's been word of mouth, and we haven't really advertised or pushed the video. And the more I think about it, it's our hobby to do this, and we enjoy doing it. And we're not going to make it into a business. We have no intention of ever doing that. No. So. It is what it is. For better or worse, this is what you're going to get. Number 2 is we hit a new record tonight. I know it's not an amazing high number, but we had 44 people watching live, which is a new high.
That is a new high for us. That's so cool.
So that's not a ton, but it's really cool.
That's a lot for us. That's usually like 20s, maybe 30. We get excited when it's
44 tonight, which is really, really cool.
You guys are amazing.
So we will see you next time with Rebecca's live after party.
Yes. Oh, and a live pit game. We'd have to turn the sound way down to do that. We would blow your ears out.
Yeah, we scream.
And the camera would probably fall over at least once. They might like to watch that, actually. That sounds... It's like WWE.
We could do that.
With cards.
I mean, we did the tournament a couple years ago. We pre-recorded it, and it didn't get a lot of views, but maybe live will get more views. It'll be crazy. So... Yeah, Quarto is the other name. Goblet, I think. Quarto it's got a different name.
Okay. Cool, good to know, guys.
All right, so we will see you soon.
Yes. See you soon, guys. Thanks so much.